Skip Beat is a 2008 shoujo anime and series that is extremely popular and is still ongoing to this day. Since 2002. Like, dang, okay, I see you, One Piece Junior, still going off all them years, I see you. But what is Skip Beat about? Before actually even diving into Skip Beat, I thought that I'd make a plot summary based off of this one picture, so enjoy. I don't know any names, I just read the plot summary, and just from this picture, it looks like she's thinking in her head, oh, I'm gonna take you down. Not like that. You Sanji-faced Alibaba Kisei Ryota from Kuroko no Basket Kurapika Ken Barbie doll face bitch. And then him. It looks like from his looks, I can already tell his archetype. He looks like he's somebody that thinks he's the shit, but he's not even the ass, bro. I don't give a fuck about the fart. Yeah, and him, he might be the dude that's trying to save her. I don't know. I also thought that Skip Beat would be sort of similar to Nana in the sense that music would be a big focus of the anime. But I wasn't too displeased because it was actually about acting. So I kind of got my hopes up, got them disappointed, but it is what it is. Because it was still a very pleasant and special story that I enjoyed experiencing. The fashion in this show was, oh my gosh. Sho and Ren had that shit on. All black fit, that's the perfect attire. Also, bro, the song for Sho's music video that he did, that was a bop, I'm not gonna lie. And the first and second opening as well, that's Shazam material. But for a better explanation of what Skip Beat is, 16-year-old Kyoko Mogami is out for revenge on her childhood friend and rising model in the show business industry, Shotaro Fuwa. Yes, that's right, full government Shotaro. But she's out for revenge because she realizes that she was nothing more than a stepping stone to help Sho in his model career, being nothing more than a quote-unquote maid, according to him. But at least he didn't call her a pet on his... Because I am so lonely. I just finished season 3, that's why Invincible is in my head. But revenge is a dish best served cold. But this isn't the case in Skip Beat, as Kyoko's plan for revenge is to become the hottest actor in town, to crush Sho's ego, and also to find her identity in the process as well. This is Skip Beat. Now let's talk about the characters and how they make Skip Beat extremely interesting and unique. Kyoko can be described as an extremely determined, kind, and hilariously charming main character. And she moved to Tokyo right after middle school just to work for somebody else, for a dude that called her a maid, Molly the maid, for years, bruh. You don't deserve my parts.
You don't deserve my parts.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Kyoko can also be described as a Hall of Fame, grade A, 99 overall people pleaser since she was a child. But throughout her adolescence and tweenhood, she realizes something that is expressed in this quote. There's nothing more useless than loving someone and wanting to be loved by someone else. In my opinion, she's only half right, and we're going to dissect this quote to see why. There's nothing more useless than loving someone. Wrong answer. There's nothing more useless than loving someone that doesn't love you back. There's nothing more useless than loving someone that doesn't pour into you when you're pouring your all into them. That's correct, but not what you said. And also, and wanting to be loved by someone else. That's kind of true and that's kind of not true. You know, everybody deserves love. But at the same time, you don't necessarily need to be loved by everyone, just those that matter. So the first half of the quote kind of goes along with the second half, but we'll talk more about it. This relates a lot to Kyoko's character, as she actually had no purpose besides looking for love, and it left her in nothing but grief and embarrassment. Because Sho didn't see Kyoko as anything more than a maid, even though they've been friends since childhood, bro. Since Porky and Buckwheat, you know what I'm saying? Since they were little rascals, bro. He never even saw her as a friend. But at the same time, that goes back to what I said before. That's why you have to pour into those that also pour into you. And you also have to find and stay on your purpose. Next we have Shotaro Fuwa. He's literally if Satan had blonde hair. He dead ass cosplayed as the devil. Satan! A succubus and leech. He used Kyoko for so many different years, all for his own personal gain and career advancement. He literally had it all, bro. He had it his way like it was fucking Burger King, Chick-fil-A, you know what I'm saying? Oh, can I get the 12 count, please, with the waffle fries? He literally pulled a Glock 40 spaz and was potentially fucking his AR, bro. You know how crazy that is? At 16, she's weird and he's just, he's the true antagonist of this tale. Next we have Ren Suruga. He serves as a rival to Sho and is also the deuteragonist of the show. He's very realistic and compassionate, but also extremely blunt and cheeky as a model in the LME agency, which is where Kyoko works at. Being 20 years old, he's also more mature than a lot of the other people in the show, but he's also very stoically playful at times, and he also indirectly helps Kyoko in many ways, even if he does come off as a bit rude sometimes. This is also like a little bit of a sidebar. I didn't really like the fact that Ren's like director or manager tried to reassure him into possibly dating Kyoko, because Ren was 20, Kyoko was 16. Ren acknowledged that it would be kind of weird. The director was like, oh no, that's not bad. You already know girls in the show business industry, they grow so fast. No. That doesn't make it right. And I know that the age of consent in Japan is 16, but I'm in America, so that's just my perspective. Kanae Kotanami, the overconfident girl in the Love Me section duo consisting of her and Kyoko. She has pretty decent acting skills, but her relationship with Kyoko helps her hone these skills and mature as a person as well. Then we have Ruriko Matsunai, side number 2.
I'll be glad when somebody get that and grab that bitch and beat the out of her.
She doesn't have that much screen time, but the screen time that she does have displays her as a very jealous, shallow person that takes advantage of Kyoko's kindness, and she also tries to battle her over Ren. And all of these characters in the show are extremely important, especially Kyoko, because Kyoko as a character changes, and she also helps these characters change in some ways more than one. Like I said before, Ruriko went from hoe to kind of a cool hoe. Kanae, or Moko as some people like to call her, developed a type of like sisterhood, sister type of relationship with Kyoko. And Kyoko actually even admitted that Moko might have been her first actual real friend. Ren cannot act for shit. I'm telling you, this is like the Weekend Junior all over again. Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! What are you doing?
His love acting skills are trash. Hurry up tomorrow, no bitch, leave today. But once Kyoko comes into his life, this all changes. And we'll see why. Sho, still the devil, but he kind of grows a little bit of a heart, but he's still the devil. But let's dive even more into how these changes are important in Kyoko and the other characters as well. On her quest for fame and star power, Kyoko left on her own to go join the LME agency, all in order to get revenge against Sho and taking his spot in the world of show business. But it's interesting because on her journey, she goes through many different experiences that changes her perception of her purpose and make her question if she actually even had a purpose in the first place. But Skip B also showcases a very lighthearted approach to the trope of the determined girl realizing that her love interest has no interest in her at all. And it's sort of like the opposite, or like an alternative version of what they do in Eat to Kiss, and also kind of like Nana. So I don't really think that it's a bad thing that they do a lighthearted approach, because there's other anime that do a more realistic approach. And even relating this to real life, I had somebody that I know go through something that Kotoko went through in Eat to Kiss, and also sort of like Kyoko in Skip B. So I think that it's cooler with those more realistic anime that you can relate those real moments in your life to those, while also still having those lighthearted, silly moments and that silly approach to these situations. But nonetheless, the confidence and honesty in Kyoko is built brick by brick, and through her different experiences with characters such as Maria, Ruriko, Erika, Kanae, Sho, and more, she realizes that you can put your all into certain specific people that actually deserve your all. And the perfect example of this is Ren, who brought the best out of her as an actor and a person, and vice versa. And considering everything that I just said, Ren also brought up a great question in episode 16. What will Kyoko have after completing her revenge against Sho? Because she had no purpose before, and now her only purpose is embarrassing the person who made her have no purpose. So it's kind of like a Sasuke type of situation where once you get revenge on Itachi for killing your entire clan, what will you have? But Kyoko's growth was amazing. She abandoned people pleasing to create an actual purpose for herself after her recent acting experiences, life experiences, and the change of her emotional state because of Ren, Moko, and others in the show. But all of these things fell into place because she was honest with herself, others, and she also focused her energy on the right people and the right hobbies, which were acting and just doing what she loved to do. And Ren takes Kyoko more seriously after seeing her determination as an actor. Sho saw her as a potential threat. Moko saw her as an ally, and Maria sees her as one and the same because they also go through different experiences in the show. But the most important theme and message of Skip Beat is you really have to respect yourself for others to have respect for you. This is kind of like a parallel to if you have determination for your goals, then others will eventually follow suit and believe in you as well. Because people don't understand this, but your determination and your confidence is inspiring to others. Even if they may not admit that to you, they may be influenced by it and not even know it. They might be subconsciously influenced by you doing and having confidence in what you're supposed to do. And this is a very real and important thing that happens every day in life. But there's a huge question that needs to be asked about Skip Beat.
Where's the meat?
Where's the beat? Where's the beat? Everybody all in the comments asking about 2025. You see 2025. You know it's bad when people are speaking different languages and you don't know what the they're saying, but you see 2025, so you kind of could guess that they're asking about a new season. It was crazy. Even though the Skip Beat manga is still ongoing to this day since 2002, there's been no news of season 2 or any other anime adaptation so far. The reasons for this are: 1, it wasn't really as popular in Japan as it is in the West, so inevitably sales will be low and studios wouldn't be as inclined to adapt any other seasons of it. Even though this may have been the case, it still became a cult classic later on. For example, this is the same issue as if a movie that flopped in theaters later on got extremely popular on DVD or like on social media. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Hocus Pocus, Matilda, Fantastic Mr. Fox, you name it. But honestly, I feel like if I was watching Skip Beat during my teen or preteen years, I don't know, I think I may have liked it a little bit, you know, despite what anybody else thinks. At least a little bit. At least Kyoko. Cause Sho, you. Ren, Ruiko, Moko, the weird director dude.
Taking a little bit.
I digress. But let me know how you feel about Skip Beat and your experiences with the show. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe today to become a senpai or senpaiette, the best, most beautiful, inclusive community on YouTube. I'm gonna go. I see all the comments. Y'all are extremely nice. Thank y'all for rocking with me on this journey so far, you know. And it's much appreciated, and I love you, okay? Respect yourselves and take care of yourselves. Goodbye and peace.
So now